It's gonna be we called it though. We
Yeah,
called it a
yeah.
horrible game. But it's it's not Skattebo, it's more like
Mhm.
Skattahoo.
Yeah, like
That's
dude
what
is
they're called.
non-existent, man.
Skattahoo. Dude, you see what he's man, that kid, I don't know. He's got privileged fucking attitude
Mm.
kind of thing going on. Do you see what he was doing like all week? Or what he said?
Oh, leading up to it, yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
said
yeah,
no one can stop me.
yeah. Dude, he's been talking about man. He was over there talking stuff like what Jenny was doing was not important. Like you should see me type stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Look, I get the smack talk,
yeah.
and and there's no arguing his yards after contact, but he, I mean, talks all that shit and then just gets put in his fucking place in the
I
first
mean,
half.
but
They've been
he's having
he's
a game though. But like,
he's
yeah, I get,
because they keep feeding the
yeah,
ball, but I
they
mean,
have
he's the
to.
only player they got.
Yeah.
So, but that almost didn't work because but in the first half, like, you see him getting all cranky and all pissed
Mm-hmm.
off on the sidelines. Like, I was thinking, I was like, dude, you got to hold it together a little bit better than that. You're on a fucking national stage. Like, your guys are looking at you to draft, and they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna look at that, how you're acting. And then now, dude, I really think he has a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
He took a helmet to helmet shot in the first half,
Yeah.
and they didn't call it. And then at the beginning of this quarter here, the fourth quarter, he was on the sidelines just hawking up everything, just "Ugh." And you see him like keep shaking his head. I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
like the sweat thing, but that to me maybe is like signifying that he's trying to shake off some cobwebs. But oh, right to the fucking dome of the defense.
Telling you, that's horrible, man. This is what I'm saying. This is what college football is becoming. Like, it's crazy. Like this year's college football, it's been bad, man. It's been bad. Like this has been some bad football.
Feel
You know,
yeah.
it's
It
not.
just
I don't enjoy this. Like,
no, it feels like it's like there's too much of a like I don't know, Jimmy. I think what I'm trying to say is like a social media presence in
mm-hmm,
it. Just like it's almost like I don't know. Like there's too much. Back in the day, there was shit talking and they only like posted it during certain games or
mm-hmm.
whatever. But now it's we heard footsteps. We
Man,
heard
he ain't gonna make
footsteps.
it in NFL, man.
He's gonna do well in the NFL if
I
he
don't think he
doesn't
will.
try and I think he'll do all right. I think he's gonna do okay.
I, nah, dude. Like
Injuries may sideline his career because he
that's what's
looks
gonna
like one of
happen.
those guys that like won't take himself out when he should come
No,
out.
but what I'm saying is that like he's like these defenses in the NFL because they're watching these games, man. They watch college football, man. The NFL players, their defensive players are going to humble them. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
They're going to
yeah,
humble them,
yeah.
man.
I was thinking that
Yeah,
too because I
yeah.
was I made the yards after
Mm-hmm.
contact reference too, and I mean it's a good stat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an
You
all
don't
right
last
stat in
long.
college.
Yeah.
It's a much better stat in the NFL, and guys like that really, I mean, I want to say off the top of my head don't last that long,
They
but
don't.
I mean running backs alone don't really last that
They
long.
don't.
So
Think about it, man. They get and they usually end up like look at Marion Barber, like 5 years, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Found
dude,
himself in his shower, dead.
I haven't heard that name
Yeah.
in forever.
The
Yeah, running
beast.
back.
Yeah, the beast.
What,
Marion the
he died in a
Barbarian.
shower?
Yeah,
What?
man. Like they said, all right. So they said that I think he had a stroke or something like that. But they said that he overheated in the shower. They found him in the shower, and I don't know if he had a stroke or something like that. But he's no,
Overheated? What is he, a fucking
I
Cadillac? What
don't.
the
They ain't really give crazy details about it. They just pretty much said that like he overheated. Like maybe he was working out when the shower, hot shower overheated.
Skattebo with the pass. Oh my God. Why the hell
Get
did that
out.
defender?
Get out. Get out. That is ridiculous, man. That is
I thought
ridiculous.
that was gonna be
Yeah.
picked. It had to, like,
How wasn't it picked?
yeah,
And
like
you had
how did
two
that
guys.
defender? Yeah, they were
That
both
brother,
and
it
the
was
only
two
one
of them. It
and
was
the only
two of
one
them,
that made a move on the ball was the fucking Arizona State wide receiver. Like, what
dude.
the fuck?
No, man, he had help over top, man. He had the safety and the cornerback. They
Right?
both were right there, and both of them just
But
looking at the
nobody
ball.
did anything.
They didn't
Nobody
react.
did. They just let the
Yeah,
guy
that
catch
is
it.
stupid. That is so stupid. This is
How
funny.
the fuck, dude? It takes Skattebo to throw the ball with a concussion, which I'm assuming he has,
Uh-uh.
um, to
This is
score a
crazy.
touchdown to get them back in the game. Wow. And they're gonna go for two now. Is Skattebo fucking in shotgun? He should be. Let him take the snap. Oh, oh my God. And they get it. Oh, it's Texas doing this. Dude,
This is hilarious.
they're just proving us wrong, dude. I'm so mad.
This is
I'm so
ridiculous.
mad. I'm so mad. I already lost the fucking Penn State, fucking Boise State discussion.
You want to talk
Jesus.
about that? You want to talk about
Go,
that?
you know what? Let's go ahead. I'll eat
You
that
want to talk
fucking
about that?
turd. I'll eat that turd. What do you got to say?
No, I don't have to say anything,
Okay,
man.
I'll
Just
come out. I'll come out and just say like, wow. Okay. Penn State showed up. I did not think they were going to. I thought they were gonna just get beat down by a quick Penn or Boise State offense, and that did not happen. I saw that within the first couple drives. Yeah, I was
you
like,
saw it on the
shit.
first drive, man, when they stopped
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
stopped
I
them.
was like,
They
this is
shut
an
them down.
issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is an issue. But JT had a good game.
He did.
He
He did.
had um
He broke
uh
100.
yeah,
Like
yeah. He
103,
he did
104,
what he
something like
needed
that.
to
Yeah.
do. Could he have done more? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure he wishes he could have. But
Yeah.
shit until I mean next year, maybe Boise State comes back. I don't
Mhm.
know. I doubt it. Genty's going to the fucking NFL, so
Mhm.
there goes like their entire offense. So but yeah, congrats, Penn State. Prove me wrong. They showed up. Um, and good luck fucking next week. Whatever.
I don't like. All right, so that fucking game, man. Like this is a crazy fucking stat. Like Pence, like that running back is the only. He's the second running back to go over 100 yards. You know what I mean? On that defense, nobody else done it. Only two running backs, and he was one of them.
Even
So
more the reason he
yeah,
should have
so
won
hands
the
off.
fucking
Yeah, so
Heisman. He should have
hands
won.
off.
He should have
Yeah.
won the
Yeah.
Heisman. Yeah.
I mean, the guy that did win it, he had a hell of a game, man. He had 4 catches, 104 yards. I mean, that's crazy. So I'm just saying, like he had a good game too. Like Travis Hunter had a good game.
Yeah,
Like
on one side of the ball. How did he do on the other side of the
they
ball?
didn't pass on the
He
ball.
they gave him the fucking Heisman because he played two sides of the ball,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
dude. Okay,
And I'm sorry,
so
you have to show up both sides every
he
single time.
so he does though, man. Like I threw the numbers at you, but you don't understand it. Like
I
you don't
know.
agree with the
We
numbers.
don't know. We don't. They're bad
Like
numbers.
like 33 times, man, in 10 games. That's
They're
crazy.
they're bad numbers.
So like,
They're skewed.
like,
Anyway.
but anyhow, like he had a good game. Like Jenny shouldn't feel bad about the game he had, man. Like
No,
he was,
absolutely not.
dude. Like Penn State, like that's what they do, man. They don't allow you to run on them. He got
I
100 yards, the second running back to do it, man. So like he did his part. The team just failed, man. Everything around it, like the team, they were scared. They were playing scared almost, man. Like their
it
defense was too much.
this is the first, of course, the first year we're getting the playoffs, so
Mm-hmm.
we're first year we're seeing buys. Um, and at the way this game started, this Texas Arizona State game, the way Texas was just putting it down on
Mm-hmm.
Arizona State, I was almost, and one could almost still make the argument that these bye weeks are hurting these teams.
They always
These
do, even in the NFL, man. It hurts
Yeah,
them.
I will sometimes. I mean, some coaches like Andy Reid have huge fucking great records coming off buys.
Because it's all about
But
rhythm.
you're talking about in the playoffs.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, the question
yeah,
comes up every year. How do you keep up that momentum
the
during the
rhythm.
bye week? Yeah. I mean, you're
Hmm.
still Oh,
Oh,
oh, you better
oh,
fucking call that shit.
that was a catch. Oh, that was nice.
How was that not? How
That
was
was
that not
nice.
targeting?
That was nice.
How was that not pass interference, dude? He went right at his head.
He touched the ball, man.
He went right at his head.
He touched the ball.
Oh my
Uh,
god,
he touched
dude.
he touched the ball.
I think Texas is trying to do too
Yeah,
much.
nice. Yeah. They trying to put it away. Look
Yeah.
at this. That was a nice. That was a man.
But
That was.
boom, right there to the
Look
head,
at that.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do that. My dog is shedding all over
Ah,
me.
let me see where it's
Oh,
at, man.
do you see the head? Look, did you see that? What?
That was kind of close.
What? What? What?
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's kind of close.
oh, that's going for the head, dude. I mean, he
I
left
think. I
his.
think.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think the
it looks
only
like the
thing that
hockey
say.
thing,
I
but
think the only thing that probably saved him is they jumped backwards. You saw that? Like he didn't leave with his head. Like he turned his body towards him. So he
yeah.
jumped backwards.
I
I think
don't
that's
know,
probably the only thing
man.
that saved him.
I don't know.
That was close. That was definitely close, man. That was definitely
I
close.
mean, because he went at his head. He wasn't
That's crazy.
had the ball touched that wide receiver's hands, and that dude made the same exact play. There would be a flag called. So how is there not a flag being called right now?
Mm-hmm. It was a hell of a play.
Okay, is that what they're looking
That was
at?
a hell of a play.
Is that
Yeah,
what they're looking at? They're not looking at whether or not he caught the ball because that is definitely an
well,
interception.
I don't know how it works because if
But
he
that
has
right there, you
possession
can't do
right
that.
there, if he had possession of the ball, I don't know. They could say they was trying to block. I don't know because the guy had clearly had possession of
That's
the ball
yeah,
before they
that's
had.
a defenseless
Yeah,
receiver
yeah,
right there,
that's
Jimmy.
oh yeah, his head went back. Yeah, he's done.
That's a defenseless
Yeah, it
receiver, and
is.
that's a shot to the dome.
Yeah, that shot right there shows it. Yep.
No fucking way, no foul. Oh my God. Arizona State got some Kansas City Chiefs reps.
That's
What the
ridiculous.
fuck, dude?
All
It went
right,
right
man.
at his head. How the fuck he should have stayed down and played fucking injured like all those other bullshit fucking teams. Oh, I can't believe I'm rooting for Texas. God damn it. But seriously, fuck Skattebo, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Fuck him. I don't
I,
want to see
I
him
I
win.
I just felt he was overrated, man. I thought
Oh God damn it. That's offensive pass interference, asshole. You can't push off.
this is so
Who's he looking
ridiculous.
at? Put your helmet back on.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Hey, you might be following the game too much. You gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, I know, dude.
You're doing too much. You might get copyrighted, dog.
Nah, it won't happen like that because this is gonna come out like 2 hours after the fucking. Yeah, you can't push off. Anyway, all right, this is gonna happen. Whatever's gonna fucking happen. Damn. Let's
It's
talk
turned
about.
into a fucking game, dude.
It is. I
It's
hate
turned
it.
into a fucking like we
And
were
they
talking
called
shit
defense.
because we were talking shit. That's what happens. We're talking shit. We gotta go to Vegas, man. We gotta go to
Ah,
Vegas. Like,
they're letting Texas right back in, or Texas is letting them right back in the game. Oh, I cannot have a fucking heart in the game, dude. I can't. Every time I get this sun is coming in kind of weird on me, isn't it? Should I do something about this?
it's. I can see
It's
you,
kind of,
man.
it's in, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
kind of annoying. Hold on.
Uh,
Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
oh damn, that was a penalty all day. He ripped his helmet off, man. Hell no, he ripped his helmet off. Nah, dude, that was a
Yeah,
penalty. That
yeah,
that was a penalty all day, man. He ripped his fucking helmet off.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh shit.
What you were saying? Yeah, okay. All right, come on, Texas, show up. Defense got to show up. Speaking of defense, Jimmy,
What's up?
we got in Ohio State, Oregon, the Battle of the O's
Mm-hmm.
coming on later on today. Who do you got in that and why? Talk to me while I watch this fucking game
Dude,
unravel.
I think Ohio State, man. I think they're gonna. It's gonna, like I said last week, it's gonna be a revenge game. I think they're more prepared. Like all they've been doing is concentrating on Oregon.
Yeah.
So, like I think that last game, if that don't make you play, like this is the last game, that don't make you like coach shouldn't even have to say anything to you. that last game, just because of that last game, you should want to go in there and fucking dominate.
You just sit the team
Uh,
down in a
yeah,
fucking room and just make them all watch that last
yeah.
game
Just watch the whole fucking
before.
game.
Yep. Here
I
you
won't
go.
even fucking coach them.
Yep.
Like, well, I run plays, but
Yeah.
I won't be like, check this out. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, if that don't do something to your heartbeat, man, I don't know what the fuck will. You shouldn't be playing football. It's a rare
So,
opportunity, man, that you get something like this, man. That's why, like, those games, the later games, like those two games, like fucking,
and
I've been waiting for this. These are the games I've been waiting for. I knew these games were gonna be what they are.
yeah.
From the first round, I knew, like I knew it was gonna be. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
So okay, so what the Ohio State Oregon
mm-hmm.
is the what bowl game is that? That's
Shit,
I'm trying to figure out because I'm trying to figure out who's going to have the. I think Ohio State
let me
fans
pull it up.
travel better. I think they travel
Uh,
better than Oregon does,
uh.
than Oregon
Well,
fans.
think about it, man. They're on the other side. I mean,
Yeah,
so like
Ohio State's more Midwestern.
this
It's easier to get
fucking
the places.
fucking dog, man. Always fucking burying shit, man. Like buries it in my back or like under a pillow.
Yeah,
So,
mine are both asleep
oh, it's
now.
the Rose Bowl, man. They in Cali. So no, they got a.
Oh, so maybe Oregon heavy.
Oh, oh, that might be. Not just that. It's less, man. It's less travel, man. Like,
Yeah, that's Oregon heavy
ah,
crowd. So
shit.
well,
Okay.
I mean, I think Ohio State still
I still
does it.
think, yeah, I think
Yeah,
out of pride.
I think because but see, like every time I get put a little bit in the
Mhm.
game, Jimmy, like I just because I don't,
Mhm.
look, God damn it,
Come on.
I'm sorry, I really want to punch this Skattebo dude in the face. He keeps looking at the camera. He keeps staring at the camera like he's Jim from The Office. What the fuck, dude? Like, play the guy, oh. You have 130 yards. You're having a great game. I get it. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. I hope he gets Bosworth in the fucking NFL.
Come on. Dude, I'm
You
telling you,
know?
he's not gonna have. He might, but I don't think he's gonna have a long career.
No,
Like he
that's what
might
I'm
have a,
saying. Like
he
you
might get a
bring,
flash pan. Damn,
he's
we got
gonna.
a,
They tie it up.
we
He's
got a
gonna.
fucking game.
He's gonna
Get the
bring the.
fuck out of here.
He's gonna bring that attitude to the fucking NFL, like
Get the
Manziel
fuck
did,
out of here,
and
dude.
then they're gonna humble his ass really fucking soon.
Drama, we got us a game,
We
man.
got us a game, and I do not like it.
Hey, I love it. See, this is
Oh.
what I love, man. This is college football right here, man.
I
This is
know
college
you love it,
football.
Jimmy, but
I love it.
I hate being wrong, and I've
Yeah.
already been wrong once.
It's okay, man. Let's take your
And
mind off it, brother. Let's take your mind off it. Let's talk about
okay,
something, man. Let's
okay.
so
You want to talk about why my Notre Dame game has been postponed?
oh yeah, we definitely gotta talk about that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I woke up to that like
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And but see, the way it was being reported initially, like it was like terror incident kind of thing. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, it's because the
And then
guy's name. That's
yeah,
why. That's it.
and
But
then they came out and was like, don't run that back out. All right, fall
idiot.
down. There you
Yeah.
go. Fall the fuck down. But it was during the press conference by the
Mm-hmm.
time I caught it, and this fucking little old lady was talking about all this. And she was like, a man in a truck drove into a crowd and then started, and I was like, wait a second. This doesn't, they made it sound like somebody had flown a fucking airplane into something,
I mean,
And
it
I
pretty
mean,
much is
it's,
though, man.
yeah,
Like
it's an
it is
incident.
though, man.
But I mean, okay, so my next question is Bourbon Street is one of those streets where it's like at night they close down for, wheeled traffic and it's all foot traffic, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what kind of barriers do they have in
They
place,
don't
if
really.
any?
They really don't.
Why
They
not?
they never had to, man. They never
Why
had
didn't
to.
anyone think
Yeah.
of this? Like that's a
But
high, like it's Bourbon Street, Mardi Gras, it's a high
because
time
like
area
I
where
understand that
people
logic,
gather.
dude. I understand that logic, man. But like
People have
it's
been driving into
yeah,
parades for fucking years.
brother,
Remember the dude at
brother. Like
Oklahoma State?
yeah, but I have been going to Bourbon Street since like the late '90s. You know what I mean? It's always been like that. Like they have certain sections that they know that's closed off at certain times, and you can't go down it. They got a police presence down there. That's why it happened, but like it probably would have been a lot worse anywhere else, man, because like the presence they have down there, like it ended in a gunfight, man.
Yeah,
That's the crazy part. Like,
yeah.
and like
It
the
was a
dude,
suicide mission.
yeah, I mean the guy jumped out and fired back, so that means that
Mm.
like he came there for a reason. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean that to me that is a terrorist act, man. Like a dude,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
it is. But okay,
it's just messed up that this guy, he like his name is kind of, he might just be a
yeah.
random crazy dude that's just crazy,
I
but
heard he was a vet.
yeah. Well, we had the same thing happen down here,
Yeah,
man. A dude
yeah.
he walked in a farm fresh and came from Woodbridge, Virginia, almost 2 hours away. 7 o'clock in the morning, walks in a grocery store and shot and killed a man and said
Well,
that he
these
did
are
it because he was told that he had to come here and do that.
these are the dudes that just this is just
It's
my
mental health, man. It's
yeah,
mental
this is
health.
my outlook
Yeah,
on it. These are
yeah.
the guys that are just on social media just that get into fights about this, that, and the other thing, and just because you can't win a fight on fucking online. So they
No,
just get constantly, and I used to be one of these people, just get just pissed off and more pissed off and more pissed off because you can't do anything about it. And then all of a sudden, something just fucking sets you off,
mm,
and you do some stupid ass
yeah.
shit like that. I'm
I just,
glad he's dead. I'm
yeah,
sorry for everyone else
yeah.
that got hurt. It sucks they postponed the game. But let me ask you this:
You gotta pray for the
if
family,
this,
man.
yeah,
Pray for the
if
family.
if this happens in New York and the fucking in New York City, and this game is being played at fucking, there,
Hmm.
the Met or some shit.
Yeah,
Um, do you think they postpone the game?
I think I think what's going to happen, man, is that there
Yeah,
from this point on, I think from this point on, there's going to be such a great presence from surrounding areas. It's going to make it more difficult for other people because they're going to have to walk further in. You get what I'm saying? They're going to make it
yeah.
more difficult. So,
But
like,
what I'm saying is, do you think this incident gets this much attention if it is in New York City?
yeah,
Is what I'm trying to say
they'll
is
probably get.
I don't think no, I think
Yeah.
I think it gets a flash of
Mhm.
some dude drove a truck through on the off it would I guess the equivalent would be some guy drove up on the curb and then started mowing down people and then got out and got into a gunfight with the cops and
I
then
think no
died.
matter where, I don't care if it's like in Iowa, man. I think wherever something like that happened, like it's going to be on the news because that's the climate we're in right now.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not
that,
saying it
like
doesn't make the
you
news.
know.
I'm just saying I think maybe because it's new because of where it happened, I think it gives it more relevance. Is that the
Hmm.
word I'm looking for? Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit more spotlight because
Hmm.
it's not New York City. It's
Hmm.
not fucking Chicago.
Hmm.
It's not LA where somebody are like, oh, of course, that probably
Yeah.
happens every fucking day or every other month or some shit.
Mm.
But because it was New Orleans, and whatever. People flipping off the
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. It's
I
sad,
just,
man.
yeah.
It's just
Oh
sad.
yeah. Overall,
Yeah, it's just
horrible
sad.
incident. You see, Stacy just poked her head in here. She's supposed to be sleeping. She works
Yeah.
nights,
Hmm.
but coming out here, you see the score, huge cheer because she's going for Arizona State. So yeah,
Look at this.
fucking A, dude. I don't want to
Like
watch this shit
it's
anymore. I want to
horrible.
turn it off.
You
I want
can't.
to turn it
You
off
can't. You
because
can't now,
I
man.
know, well, because
You're locked in.
if I turn it off, then Arizona State loses.
Mhm.
That's what happens. If I continue watching, Arizona State wins, and that's what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna be wrong 2 weeks in a row, man. Not happy about that.
That sucks,
Fucking
dude.
A.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
dude.
whatever.
Yeah, well,
Let's get in. Let's add some uh if unless you got some college stuff for me, I
what's
want
up?
to jump into some NFL topics.
I mean, we can do that. It's whatever.
Okay. I think the big one is right now. I mean, we already know the answer to this question, but do you think that the Philadelphia Eagles should sit Saquon Barkley this week. Did you
Uh,
see that they already said they're going to?
well, they said well, last time I checked, it was first they were like, well, we'll let him decide, and then he was like, I'll let them decide, and then the coach was like, well, I'll go to the upper echelon and ask them, and they decide. So nobody wants to decide, man. Like if it was me, man, like personally, I understand people like that selfish going for that record. 101 yards, man. Man, fuck that, man. I'm going for that record, man. 101 yards. I am. Because now you know you're locked in. Like you're locked in as one of the greatest of all time. I mean, that's just what comes attached with that title. You know, like that you did this. And it helps you out throughout your career to get that jacket, man, because that's what you
Mhm.
want. You know, because win Super Bowls, but you
Win
definitely
Super
want that
Bowl and
jacket.
Hall of Fame. Yeah,
You ask people,
I think Super Bowl is first. I think Hall of Fame is next.
yeah. I
I
don't
think
know, man,
I
because
don't know if I the way
it
I
could be a
played.
look. I'm telling you
Man,
like this.
that
So
ring is that ring is worth more than that jacket if you
okay,
fall in hard times.
yeah, but
You can sell a
like
ring, you can't
I'm
sell a
not
gold jacket.
I'm not talking about it like that, man. I'm talking about like
I am.
perspective aspect is that pretty much you're saying that you're going down in history as the greatest, one of the greatest that ever played. You have that, or you have a Super Bowl.
So I think if they leave it up to Saquon, of course he plays. He's a
Mm-hmm.
football player. I'm going out there. It's the fucking New York Giants.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up perfect. The team that just didn't want him, and all of a sudden
Break it.
the next year you go to their you in the offseason you go to their rival, and now you're putting up the best possibly rushing season of all time.
Yeah.
And you can do it against, you can finalize it against the team that dumped you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it writes itself as a movie script.
It does.
Um, however, did you see what Eric Dickerson said, the current owner of the record?
Yeah. Yeah.
That, you know,
Yeah. He
I'm
don't want them.
paraphrasing.
Yeah. He don't.
Yeah,
It's
paraphrase. He said, I don't want him to do it, but
yeah.
he said, but if he does, he had an extra game to do it in. He
Mm-hmm.
had to throw
Yeah.
that in there,
Yeah. He
and
said it.
that's right. And
I mean,
that's
he's
right.
absolutely correct.
And I think that plays into, I think, a little bit of how this record sits, maybe with um whoever's making the decisions,
Mm-hmm.
because they see it as, okay, yeah, we put him out there, he's gonna get it. I mean, barring an injury, which is what you're playing,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully doesn't happen, he gets it. But he gets it, but then the talk the next day is half the people are saying, but he had an extra game to do it. So now you go down in the record books, but there's gonna be that they may not give it an asterisk, but it's gonna say 17 games. It's gonna say Eric Dickerson, so many yards, 15, 16 games. So maybe that plays into it a little bit. Like, you know what? Maybe if this was last week, of course we fucking play him. But uh, because he's not, I don't know, maybe now that I think about it, maybe not, because what are your chances of ever reaching this again?
Mm-hmm. Well, especially man, like last week he came out and he had people like fucking burning his jersey and shit. Like fucking like he tried staying there, man. They wouldn't take him. They like he wanted to stay a Giant. They
But
wouldn't take him. So like why are they mad at him? Like they kind of kicked him out, man. He
how,
he just went to a
yeah,
bigger house. You know, like
I mean, once, what, oh my God, I almost feel bad for the rest of his career, because I'm thinking right now of all the previous running backs that hit 2,000 yards. Well, how did they do afterwards? Like Adrian Peterson went
downhill.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson went fucking afterwards. I think those were the last two that hit 2,000 yards, I
I mean,
believe.
the thing, the crazy shit is, let's not forget what that dude was. He was injury prone, man. That's probably why, like, his body truly ain't beaten up the way it should be because he missed a lot of games in his career, like a lot. You know
Oh,
what I
we
mean?
talking about Saquon now?
Yeah, like
Okay.
Saquon.
All
That's
right.
who. I thought that's who we were talking about.
No, no, I was saying, like, I was making the the oh, God damn, Jimmy, you fucking me up now. The point I was making, the point that once a running back in the NFL hits that 2,000 yard a season in a season mark, they
Yeah,
don't do shit afterwards. Like Adrian Peterson went to shit.
yeah,
Fucking Chris Johnson went to shit.
yeah. And I
You
said,
know, and
and
Adrian Peterson came back from an ACL injury.
yeah, I was responding on that.
Yeah.
Like I was saying that maybe it
Uh,
will not affect him because of all those injuries he had. Because like he missed a lot of games. That's what I was saying. That maybe if he,
so you're saying he's healthier because he hasn't played as much.
yeah, because the last 3 years he's been fucking really healthy. He has. He hasn't missed
But he
games.
is coming off that
Yeah,
ACL
yeah,
injury. Like
yeah. two
he
years ago, two like 2 years
or
ago.
2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago?
Two like about 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit. All right. Well, what I'm saying is maybe give this to him.
Hmm.
Maybe give this to him and just let him have it because
I'll let him have it, man. I would fucking want to do it. I want to put it in their face for not taking me.
could you imagine if like he comes out in the playoff game and like gets hurt in the first couple plays?
Hmm.
Oh, I'd be so pissed. They'd be like, why the fuck didn't you just let him, if that was gonna happen, let him get the fucking rushing record. Yeah,
Yeah,
I say let him go get it,
I'll let it get it.
dude. That's my take on that. And I asked Twitter what they thought, and I don't know enough people. So the two votes
Come
said
on.
that yes, they should sit him.
Hmm.
But I'm assuming these are Philly fans that
Yeah.
are because I mean, think about it, dude. If
Yeah.
Saquon goes down,
It's a
you're
wrap.
done.
It's a
You're
wrap.
done.
Yeah. Like,
I
I
mean,
don't want
with
him to go
what
down. I want to see him do something.
yeah, yeah, I definitely like would like to see Philly's fun to watch and their fans are hilarious when shit happens. So, I don't want to see Philly win a Super Bowl, but I do want to see them get
He might
far
fuck
at
around. Fucking Saquon might fuck around and get comeback player of the year. Like because
right?
his sorry career that he had as a Giant. First year, man. Look at him.
Yeah.
Goodness, can you imagine if he was there like 3 years ago? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, dude.
He's there now and it's
Yeah, I'm
like,
just talking about like the team they had over the last couple of years. The real
right?
piece, like switch him out with fucking Swift, like the real piece. Like shit, dude. They would have won a whole bunch of Super Bowls, man. With that team, that defense.
A younger
Yeah,
Saquon.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
not just that, man. They had all their offensive line pieces. They had all their receiving core, tight ends, defense. Everybody was there. Like, yeah, they used. I
Yeah.
study my enemy, man, because
Well, dude,
gotta
that's
study the
usually
enemy.
how it happens. Like your teams that you look at and you're like, man, if we would have had him,
Hmm.
3 years ago, 4 years ago, we could have been fucking rocking and rolling. I mean, I was a Bears fan my entire life, so
Mm,
my life has been filled
mm,
with, having great
mm,
players at the wrong fucking time. So, mostly on defense.
mm.
Shout out Brian Urlacher.
Come
What's
on,
up?
come on.
But yeah, dude. Um, here's another thing I saw. Speaking of running backs, let's stick to those guys. That Dallas released Zeke, and get this, this is what got me. They released him so that he had a chance to go to the playoffs.
Who's gonna pick him up, man?
That's oh my God, the kicker mix. They need
Yeah.
Texas needs Dicker the kicker back.
That is
Now
horrible.
Texas is gonna have to win off a defensive play.
Mm.
That's what's gonna have to happen.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the old Zeke shit. That's insane.
Jesus. Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, who the fuck
Nobody.
is picking up Okay, not even let's not even start nobody yet. Who is a playoff contender that you think could even possibly want a rundown, beat up fucking I mean, he's maybe a good for 3 plays, 4 plays.
He's not
That's
even good for that, man. The
and
man was
dude,
average. Like, dude, I watched him. Like, he only had like 200 yards this season. Like, the dude, they shouldn't have brought him back. They got rid of him for a reason.
why
He
they
should have stayed
I
gone.
don't
He should have stayed gone.
yeah.
Why'd they double pay him, John Boy? That's the
I
shit
don't
I'm
know.
asking. I'm not asking him about the fucking. I'm asking him about the double payment. Like they paid him $6 million for firing him, and then bring him back, and then paid him this contract. I'm like,
I
come on,
need to get hired by Jerry Jones.
he's an idiot.
I need to get hired by Jerry Jones
Idiot.
for just something,
Damn.
anything. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Shut up, Jimmy. And I hate
Hey,
this.
come
I
on.
really hate this
Come
right
on.
now. I'm trying to
Woo.
maintain a high level of happiness,
Look at all
but
that,
I'm watching
dude.
this game and I can't believe that I
Look at
still
all
can't
that
believe
red.
that
You see all that
Texas
red?
is
That's why it's home
upsetting
field
me.
advantage, man. Like Arizona's got. That's all
It's just
Arizona there, brother.
fuck. Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's
this is
all
the
red
first
in
time
there.
they've ever been good, so
Mm,
why not give it to them
mm.
a little bit? Yay.
But this is going to be the same situation I think is going to be in college. I think it's going to be with Penn State. Penn State looked good. They look solid.
Yeah.
I don't think they might. I don't think so. I don't think they make it out in the next round. I don't think Penn State.
So who do you think wins overall?
Oh man, it's hard, brother. Like, all right, so it's hard. So I can't really answer that question, like because the two teams I think that have a high opportunity to get it, just because their teams all the way around, is Ohio State and Oregon. Like, not against your teams, but I seen Georgia. Like,
What team is mine?
yeah,
What are you talking about?
Notre Dame, Notre Dame.
I know. I
Yeah,
was
so,
thinking for
but
those that
like,
were watching.
yeah, but I don't really trust Notre Dame in the playoffs. That's my problem. They're a solid team, man. I say it over again. Like they're a solid team. And Georgia, same thing. I don't know which Georgia's going to show up. So I couldn't answer that question until after these two play. Like, oh, that's good. It could go either way. Those two teams, it could go either way in that game.
I'm
The
gonna tell
Oregon
you
game.
my answer right now. I think it's Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think it's Ohio State. I think I'm this the more nervous I get about the Notre Dame game. Um, I don't want to say the more confident I get because that's not what it
You
is.
can't.
Because you know how that plays out when I start, putting my heart into it and really thinking they have a chance.
Man, I wouldn't even
Uh,
watch it. Turn it off. Don't
yeah,
even watch
yeah,
it, man.
just leave it alone.
Don't even
Um,
watch it.
he got knocked the fuck out.
Oof.
He's
Oof.
snoring. He's snoring.
Yeah, he's snoring. Damn.
Yeah, and now
Oh,
he's
he's up.
awake.
He's up.
Yeah,
He's good.
what happened, Mom?
Woo.
Yeah, he was snoring, dude. Watch. Doot.
We held on to the ball, man.
He did. I mean, that's what happens.
Muscle memory.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I bet
Come
a
on.
million
Yep. They
dollars they
got to.
fucking I bet they fucking
Yeah.
call it now.
They
But they
have to.
can't
They
because it's tipped.
touched.
It's tipped.
Yep.
It's tipped.
Yep. They can't.
Whatever. I don't think that's a rule, but
Mm.
uh yeah, dude.
Phew.
I bet they call it now because like I said earlier, Arizona State has the Kansas City
Ooh,
Chiefs
that is
ranked.
helmet to helmet, man. That's
So
still.
was the one before, Jimmy, and they
But I
didn't
th-
call it then.
but this is different.
And the guy held onto the ball there too.
Watch
How
what
is
the
it
refs
different?
do. Watch what the refs do.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
about to change it. Dog.
The only difference was it was the other fucking team.
Look, they about to do it. They're about to do it.
Yeah.
They're about to do
How
you
the
like that.
fuck, dude?
Hey,
How the fuck? They are. Yeah, it hurt. Get this man a
mm.
Snickers. I don't know.
Oh, he was knocked
Yeah,
out.
he was out, dude. You
He was
saw him
out.
breathing. You saw him.
He was out.
It was like the snoring breathing. Like, you've seen dudes get knocked out and they immediately go snoring.
Mm-hmm. I seen dudes do that and the arms go straight out.
Yeah, the zombie pose or the Frankenstein.
Uh,
Yeah. Jesus. Okay. See,
mm.
why didn't they initiate it last time?
Why?
Jimmy, you know what? I'm gonna fucking
Come
I'm gonna
on.
do this. I'm gonna
Don't
do
do
this.
it. Don't do it, man.
I did. I'm
Come
gonna do
on.
it. I
Don't
did.
do it, man.
Everything that is top picks for me is all this.
That's crazy. So
Skycast.
you said you're going for Ohio State?
Yeah, I think they're gonna win it all.
Yeah, I think
Ohio
I
State
think
wins it
Oregon
all.
I think Oregon's going to win the national championship.
You think Oregon's gonna break their curse?
No, just because you said you're going for OSU.
Fuck you. It's gonna end in a tie, god damn it. What the fuck are you doing? We're gonna have like three, four. It's gonna be like that. What was that? That was a Texas Tech LSU game that went like 6 or 7 overtimes. What was that game? It was some years ago. I was in Qatar when it happened. Do you remember that game?
Which one?
The one that the Texas Tech LSU game. Are you
Oh
with
yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah,
man?
yeah, 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 yeah. I got you. No, like my
It
wife
was
texted
like,
me. Yeah, my wife texted me real quick. I
oh,
just read
okay.
it. It's
That's
just,
the only person that's more important than me, Jimmy,
damn
right
right.
now.
That's my
Yeah.
woman. But
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 yeah,
no,
remember
I
that game?
remember that. Yep.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen if we truly do this, dude. It's like what happens when
Gonna cancel each other out.
yeah, what is it? Something that hits an immovable object or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like a great off the number one offense versus the
Hmm.
number one defense. Something's got to
Yeah,
break.
and
Like,
it broke.
okay, you can't do that. You can't do that,
Yeah,
Jimmy. You got
yeah.
it. You're gonna fuck up people's
Everything.
lives.
Okay.
People are gonna make bets and they're not gonna know that. You know what? It's gonna come down to a spread, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't even know what the spread is. Probably not a lot because, dude, I think Oregon's curse continues. Like they can't, they don't do it. They don't do it. They haven't been anything exciting to me since
Hmm.
LeGarrette Blunt.
I
And that's
like
because,
I just like I said at the beginning, man. Like I felt like fucking Ohio State just it's gonna be a revenge game, man. They're gonna be pissed off. But like I don't know, it's a flip of a coin though, man. This is fucking two really good fucking teams. You know what
yeah.
I mean? That's gonna be going head to head. But
All right, shoot a topic at me before I throw another one at you.
come on, man. We in the NFL, we back to
Yep,
college.
NFL.
All
Either
right,
one,
man.
dude. I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
So
I'm watching Rocky 2 now, motherfucker.
let's talk about what's about to happen to the Bengals, man. What are they gonna do, man? The only reason I talk about this, I'm talking about two receivers. They
Yeah.
both have to get signed. Like, how's that
Oh,
work?
well, did you see that? See, I'm just proving it that I turned on Rocky 2. I turned I ain't doing it, man.
Come
I
on.
can't watch that shit. I hate being wrong.
It's all right, man.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Your question again?
The fucking receivers for Cincinnati.
Yeah, what I was saying, I read something that apparently T. Higgins was willing to take a pay cut in order to stay there.
Hmm.
Um, if that happens, I mean that does really good for. I mean, of course, you want to keep, T. Higgins and fucking Jamar Chase when you got Joe Burrows.
So I think what's going to happen is that T. Higgins is saying that now, but then Chase is going to get that contract. He's going to be like, hold on. Like, because they all say it, man, until they see that man get that contract, and they're like, hold on.
I could make somewhere near that with another team and be the
Absolutely.
number one.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's yeah. So yeah, dude, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
are there still guys out there like that that are willing to? I mean, Pat Mahomes does it, but I
I
mean, he
mean,
renegotiates. He's still getting that bag, but um, I don't
imagine
know, man.
imagine being able to get the fucking bag on top of that, going to a team that is that's going to work on their team. You know what I
Right?
mean? To
Like,
make them better because their defense has been horrible for years. And like it was just extremely horrible this year, but it's normally fucking pretty bad. You know what I mean?
it's time to get out of fucking
Yeah. So like
Cincinnati.
I would leave, man. Like
Yeah,
fucking winters are cold, man. Fuck that. Like I don't
right.
I don't want
Go
no
down
part
to
of
Miami,
got
T.
got chili spaghetti and shit, man. I don't want
Dude,
that
Higgins.
shit.
You get some T. Higgins down in Miami Dolphins jersey. That motherfucker
Woo.
look good. Yeah.
Or get them Carolina.
Fuck you. I
Boy.
don't want to see him in Carolina.
Carolina got a lot of money
I
this year.
know, dude. Yeah. And Bryce Young all of a sudden looking
Yeah.
like he can play football, man. The
On a
fuck
on a
happened there?
a really good contract, you know. So like it went for them to about to cut him to damn, we got this guy on a pretty good contract right now. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Could you imagine? They're like, Whoa. He can actually fucking play. We almost got rid of him. Somebody else
So
was gonna pick him up.
like
And
we were kind of right though, John Boy. We said he had to sit behind somebody. You remember? He got
yep.
benched. They were talking about trading him.
I think that was
Somebody was
episode
playing.
one.
Yeah,
Episode one.
somebody was playing in front of him. And then he got the opportunity to play again. He was like, "Fuck that! You're not firing me." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I mean, I think Carolina, if they do it right, get a good coach in there, like a real coach. Like me personally, if I was that organization, the Lions offensive coordinator would be the first person I call to get down there to be the head coach because
Oh
he's
yeah, I would. Any
because
one of those
uh,
Lions coaches
yeah.
right now is gonna be.
Well, especially the coordinator, like he draws up some nice plays, man. Like you
Yeah.
got three receivers that he gets the ball to, all three of them. You know, like you have two running backs. Like that's the kind of shit he's gonna run. So if one goes down, guess what? We still got people that can catch the
Yeah.
ball. You know what I mean? I wish the Cowboys would fucking grab that dude. Like seriously, I wish like a young offensive minded coach.
Do
I
you
don't want
think
no old
they're gonna keep McCarthy, aren't they?
man. Like I thought,
Remember
dude, I thought they
whatever
were gonna fire him last year.
whatever happened to the Jerry Jones that like used to fire coaches as soon as you would have a losing season?
So
Like he
you,
would just dump you. He would just you would like
I
the
tell you,
talk was like if you don't fucking win with Jerry, you're gone.
I'll
And
tell
it
you what
just
happened.
seems lately. Okay.
No, I'll tell you what happened. So you know grandparents, right? You know
I
that
don't
when like
mine
say
mine died
so
at
no,
when
I'm
I
just
was
saying
young.
like I'll tell you like when I say grandparents, like my mom
Yeah.
was mean raising me, right? Like I ain't gonna say mean like she beat me or nothing like that. I'm just saying like she was all about discipline. And then the grandbabies came along and it wasn't like that. It was like, oh, you know, like real gentle, real mittens and stuff. That's what's happening here. Like he became the grandparent where he spoils them. They don't do what the fuck he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? So like, so he became the grandparent, man.
Ew. Well,
Oh,
Jerry
well,
needs to
ew. Like,
fucking
oh no, like not that kind of grandparent.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no,
I was just, Jerry needs to fucking change shit up.
no.
Did you see who's starting for the fucking Chiefs this week?
Yeah, once. Right.
And they're playing the Broncos.
Hmm.
So who do you think wins that game?
I think Bo Nix is balling. Like I think he's balling. I mean, he's out of the playoffs. Like he can't get it. I don't think he could. They could even get in the playoffs. You know, like but Bo Nix, man, he had if he played like Bo Nix would have started earlier, they would have been in the playoffs. I felt, but he started late. You know, I think they're gonna beat him. I think
That
they're gonna
was a
beat him.
product of
Yeah.
sitting. Like he
Mm-hmm.
probably should have sat longer.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't think Denver was didn't
Ready for
have
it.
that much of a spotlight on them. So when he started coming in and
Mm-hmm.
starting, like it really wasn't, they were like, oh yeah, of course Denver's
Mm-hmm.
gonna go with Bo Nix. I don't think the pressure was as much as,
Mm-mm.
other teams, starting their number one picks or, their quarterback draft picks. Um, and so I think that may have helped a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it just like you said, like I think young quarterbacks coming into the draft benefit more from sitting behind veteran
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks or just sitting for a season or two. And I think that if they're on a team that is the expectations are high, and they start immediately, I think that's a career ruiner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he kind of made out a little bit with Denver and I think he's gonna be good, dude. I liked when he
I
was
like
at
him.
Auburn. I
Yeah.
liked when he was at Auburn, then went to Oregon. They did some feel good fucking story on him college game day. And I couldn't help it. I don't know what kind of mindset this is, but it was like they were his family, like there was this young black kid and was having trouble at his house. So he was gonna come over and just stay with the Knicks family for a couple
Mm-hmm.
days. And it ended up being like 6 fucking years. And yeah, they like play. I was like, I've heard this story before. It's called The Blind Side. And then and then I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, and I was like, Oh, another feel-good story of some white rich family helping out this young black male. I was like, oh, what? I mean, I kind of got that kind of feeling from it, and I don't know if I'm right in that, but I was like, you don't need to, I don't know. The way it was just the way it was reported, and the kid, I guess
Or
Johnson, he still plays at Oregon.
mm,
He's a wide receiver at Oregon. I think this is his last year, so he's probably going to come out, go to the NFL. But anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. I was like, it just seemed like bad journalism. Like, it's a good story, yeah, but also I don't know. It was kind of just like I didn't like the way it was presented.
yeah, it
I don't
makes it.
know. Yeah, it just made it seem like, oh yeah, they you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to go too far into it, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, the blind side. So, okay, my last update that I saw was the Jets are expected to get rid of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Like they're probably not going to return next
Yeah,
season.
just think about that.
What the fuck? What the fuck, Jets? Like, why? What was this season? What? I don't get it.
What was the last 2 seasons?
What? Yeah, yeah, you can go that far too. Like, what the?
2 seasons. Yeah, I don't
I
know,
don't.
bro. The problem is that they know that they really just fucked up to me. Like, because how you gonna fire your coach, man, and then realize the two people here are the problem because you're getting rid of them? So was that a bad fire? Getting rid of Salah like that? Was that a bad fire? You
Yes,
know what
I
I mean?
believe so. Yeah,
I just don't understand
I
because that dude
never. I
wasn't. That wasn't a bad coach.
dude,
It was a bad
it
organization. You know
look
what I mean?
unless it is like a personal incident, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody gets a fucking DUI or gets charged with some domestic violence. I don't think you fire a head coach
Mm-hmm.
mid-season. It's
Mm-hmm.
not good business.
It's
It
not.
really isn't. Let the dude play. Like, if the season is that bad already that you're thinking about firing your head
Mm-hmm.
coach, then let the fucking season play out. Like, why are you throwing extra wrenches into that grind that's already
Mm-hmm.
fucked up? Like, I don't know. You're throwing more bullshit at the problem. So, because now you got to put another guy in there. And what are the expectations? Well, they're no better than what they were
Mm-hmm.
before, you know? But
That
now
don't make any
you
sense.
got guys
Yeah.
learning new jobs now. So how the fuck are you going to pull out wins? It never made sense to me.
Well,
So,
it says this too, man. Like, name a coach that wants to go there, man, and jeopardize their fucking career.
yeah.
Because
It- you-
one, you're not a good fucking pro. You're not a good organization as is from the top to the bottom, and it's shown it over the last 20 years. And I understand. I'm a Cowboys fan. It's the same shit. Like, y'all haven't been shit for a long fucking time, and it's mainly to do with the fucking owner, just like it's mainly to do with our fucking owner. Like,
I saw, and this may just be a rumor, that Rex Ryan was fielding calls about coming back
I heard that.
to
I heard that.
go.
Yep.
I mean, already should have, they were supposed to be a defensive powerhouse
Mm-hmm.
this year, and they just didn't fucking show up. Probably because the offense didn't show up too. That plays, can't have a good offense without a
Mm-hmm.
good defense, vice versa, whatever. I don't know if that's true, but um, yeah, you get Ryan there with his big ass fucking horse teeth. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. He seems like he's still kind of, mindset
Yeah,
enough.
but
He stayed with the game but he's just like he's not the kind of coach like I think what you're gonna say is that isn't an up and comer. Like if he goes there and doesn't get what he wants, he just goes back and
mm-hmm.
sits behind a desk and talks
Mm-hmm.
about football again. I think what the Jets need is a a, a young up and coming head
Mm-hmm.
coach, somebody who's just try anything at this
Yeah.
point. Like
I
fuck
would,
it.
I would try a young and upcoming coach, man, like a McVay type. Like I would
Yeah.
give somebody because you're already a fucking dumpster
Somebody with
fire.
new ideas.
You're a dumpster fire. I would
Yeah.
fucking get a proper GM up in that bitch. Like they just let the fucking GM go, didn't they? They just fired
But
him.
yeah,
Like so, like get a new GM, get everything, man. Like
but also you don't want to you don't want to give this guy that
Ooh.
like say you go after this head coach and you really like him. You don't want to give him nothing at the beginning.
Mhm.
So I think the Jets are good with getting rid of Aaron Rodgers. That fucking dude he should have been gone, like I
Yeah.
said before, when he left the
He should have
Packers.
never. He should have never went there, man. Like he was.
Devontae, no, go ahead.
No, you good. He shouldn't have.
No, no,
I was saying he should have never left Green Bay.
yeah, he should have retired out of there
Yeah.
once he decided to leave Green Bay, he should have retired.
He should have came back
Like,
on a 2-year term and
yeah,
fucking. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, the Jets pretty much gave him that Green Bay team
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
But no, if I'm the Jets though, I hold on to Devontae. You got him for what? You just got him
Like a
for
fourth
half
round.
this, yeah,
Yeah.
for half the season. Like, try and build a team. Like, you can
I wonder
build
what
like
his cap is. Let me see something.
I don't know, but I mean, who gives a shit? It's the Jets. Like, who else are you paying?
Yeah.
Garrett
Well,
Wilson?
you're gonna have to get a quarterback, man. So you're gonna have to fucking.
True.
And quarterbacks ain't cheap. They're
But
going for
give
like.
but they're not paying anyone else, Jimmy, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, I can't think of I mean, Brees Hall will probably go somewhere else if he's smart. So you probably draft a quarterback, running back. I don't know. I just think with the dumpster fire that the Jets are, like at least if you're gonna bring in somebody, at least bring have something for that person to work
Yeah.
with.
No, I get why they're dropping them.
Or oh, is it too expensive?
Shit, dude. It's like fucking like $71 million for 2 years.
Yeah, he's too
Yeah.
old for that. He's too old for
Yeah.
that.
His last 2 years got voided. That's why
Yeah,
I guess it jumped up so bad. Like, yeah, because his base over the last couple of years were like real
that
small.
makes
You know?
that makes no sense now that I'm thinking about it. Like they
I don't.
they fire Sala
Yeah.
and then then they brought in Devontae Adams, right?
Hmm.
After that,
Yeah.
like how does that help you? Like why wouldn't you try and do that before you get rid of your head coach? Now maybe he can do something. I don't
Dude,
know.
dude, they weren't thinking, man. The same thing Aaron Rodgers always does, man. Like he gets people fired. He complains about them, talks about I'll
Yeah.
leave if you don't. I will.
Good
I'm
riddance.
gonna spend I'm gonna spend 3 weeks in a dark cave, like like weird shit, man. Weirdo shit, man. Like he ruins teams, man. Like he
Spend
ruins
too much
teams.
of the goddamn
Uh,
time in Hollywood, man.
it's just he's just weird, man. But
Yep.
look, I'm thankful that Devontae did what he did because he's an idiot. He went and chased the money, and now he's about to get cut.
Yep.
But he got guaranteed money. I think he got guaranteed. Let me
Dude, he's got a fucking Taco Bell inside his house. The guy's doing all right.
see. You're a dork.
Yeah.
I was like, for real?
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna be friends. What's
Jimmy,
it?
did you it's happy playoff awary.
Yes, sir.
Playoff awary. I had to practice saying that so I could say it right and I still fucked it up. But yeah. What you got for me, dude?
Oh
You gotta
shit!
give
Like
me something.
they need to
Drop.
cut him. Ain't none of it fucking guaranteed. They gotta cut his ass. Oh,
Okay.
because it's not guaranteed, so I don't have to pay him anything. Shit. Let's talk about
Okay.
fucking Let's talk about fucking. You want to playoff vary whatever she said.
Playoff.
Playoff time.
Playoff.
Let's talk about
Playoff awary.
let's talk about the crazy NFC North, man. Let's talk about these big games
Oh.
coming.
Oh, there's only one big game coming in the
The
NFC North.
the Lions and the Vikings.
And
No,
the
there's some big
Vikings.
games. There's some big games going on. Like that's me.
That's the only one that matters because that's for the number one seed.
Yeah.
And that's the what is God damn it, unstoppable force. It's an immovable object. Bam! I hit it. That's
Congratulations.
what I was trying to say earlier.
Uh,
Who gets more drunk and then gets better?
come on.
This guy,
Come on.
I think, anyway.
Come on.
Ooh, rocks chasing chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna eat lightning and crap thunder. Ugh. I just saw Rocky's dick in gray sweats. Ugh, I forgot that was cool back then. You could do that
Yeah.
in movies. Ugh. Anyway. Okay, playoff awary. What do you got? The Detroit. So who do you think is gonna win that?
The
Or
Lions. I want the
you
Lions to win, but I don't know, man. They're fucking unhealthy. Like they lost the whole fucking team. They lost like 21, 22 people. But they're just a solid team, man. They coach so well. You know what I mean? The Vikings, they look
Except for
good.
those fourth down fucking
Yeah,
calls that are kind
yeah.
of
But they make them
yeah.
highest in the league. So like they may miss some, but they're the highest in the league. That's the crazy part. You know what I mean?
I think
Oh,
wait, where is this game?
oh.
Is it at Minnesota?
Yeah, I think it's at Minnesota.
It's at
Yeah.
Minnesota, so it's not that far of a travel for,
But it's even because it's dome, man. So,
yeah, that's both inside.
so
Dude, you know what? Um, yeah, I'm gonna give it Detroit. I'm gonna give it to Detroit only because of the experience. I think Darnold has shown this season that he is a a much better quarterback than what we all thought originally.
uh,
But he also has shown that he is exactly
uh.
what we thought
But I
when he
mean,
came in. So I think with this kind of level, I guess it all depends on what kind of Sam Darnold we get.
hmm
If we get a great Sam Darnold, Minnesota wins. If we don't get anything but a great Sam Darnold, Detroit wins this game. And that's my take.
yeah,
Blow it
he
out your ass,
yeah
haters.
he just fucking like his whole season. Like this is probably one of the best seasons he had, man. You know what I mean? The dude, I thought at one time he was gonna throw for like 5,000 yards. You know what I mean?
In one game.
Like he had like three bad games. You remember we're like, okay, here he is. He's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back.
That's what I'm talking about.
But he lost one of those and then won the other ones because his defense was at like prime. They were prime defense back then. Then they fell off. So you know what I mean? Like it was they're a solid fucking team. That's why I feel that the Vikings, I feel the Lions are gonna take it. Like if they don't have any more people getting hurt. Yeah, it's my wife.
Hi, Abby.
It's my wife back there.
I
Yeah.
saw you, Abby.
So she's waving. So like the whole thing is if they lose more pieces, they're probably not going to win that game. But
Yeah.
I think that just how they're so well coached that the Lions pull off. It's going to be a tight game, but the Lions pull it off. That's what I feel about that one.
Hell yeah.
But,
Well, goddamn, Jimmy, I love you. Give me another topic, or we're gonna have to talk on Sunday.
okay. Well, shit, man. Like I really ain't got nothing else, man.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, God,
well,
Jimmy, this has been fun, and I'm so sorry that I was wrong yet again.
you're all good, man.
Maybe I won't be wrong about my Irish. That's the
hmm
only one I, really truly care about, and probably the only one that's gonna affect me.
Yeah, dude, it's good,
When,
man. Look, they're not going to lose
yeah,
today, man. So it's all
yeah,
good.
yeah. Thanks for that.